There you go. Got it. It's behaving itself. Moving on at all. All righty. Yeah, scale to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2. Reaching up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. Okay, shoulders up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, left and up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And with the backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 4, 5. 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Really time to move. Want almost to stop where you can still feel the vibration. Okay, nice relaxed arms, moving from your tongue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Just these together. Just let the weight drop out for a second. Straighten the spine a little. And let's start to move. Backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Left foot over right leg, just turn your ankle. Counting to that, just turn. Right. It's a rolling position. Hands in the left, hands in the right. Sideways on. And what's it bisecting? One. One. So we do elbow and sideways. So Joe's got a slightly different angle on posture rather than just straight on. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Just hang on a second. So as you do this, make sure that your feet remain grounded throughout, so that you're not coming off and coming off, or even that, your toes need to go on. Make sure your foot is really, really well and truly grounded. So you're just shifting your weight. So my front knee, the front part of my leg, bottom part of my leg is straight. Once I start to bend it, I've probably gone too far. So, Laura, for you. So go as far as you feel you should. Okay, it's good. Test. Yeah, and now go a bit further. And it's easy to move. So again, so come back to where you want to go. Do it on the other foot, so you don't know to the side. So just come back to, if you like, the middle, so to speak. Okay, now just go back a little bit further. It's very shifty. So this is small margin stuff. When we get excited, the upper body tends to tilt over too much. So you have to, if you're going to do that, then you should be moving your feet so that your upper body can stay up above your hips. Okay, so we're going to start with static movement, and we'll move into a bigger movement. Right? Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Looking at upper body shape, the arms, if you look at them, my hand is slightly in front of my leg, which is slightly in front of my elbow, which is hanging down pretty much from my shoulder, and the shape doesn't change. So I don't have the lower part of my arm moving at all. It doesn't come to here. If you do that, all right. Then open up something like this side. Yeah, good. So just lift it. Boom. Test. Nice and strong. But if we let it bend a bit, still we can extend forwards. It's really, really difficult. So come here. Right. So if I lift, it should be fine, but if it goes a little bit higher, it's just easy. So we're trying to keep somebody out. We're trying to deflect a blow mostly, or follow a shonen cut, in which case, yes, up is fine. But only as far as we need to go. When we're defending, this is the kind of height that we come to. The hands don't come above the shoulders. As soon as I do that, I'm aware of my shoulders and discomfort there. So if you finish in the right place, Brandon and I just extend forwards. This is strong. If I extend towards me, this is strong. But now you're going to lift a little bit further. And I extend forwards. And hopefully Laura will tell you that that was not a push. This is a push. And immediately we get into a fight, and maybe she thinks she's won. But I just link my key to her key, and I move from my center. Yep. So just play a little bit between yourselves with that. Get it dead right, get it slightly wrong, see how you feel. Let's see if it's fine margins. That's a good place to be. Forward just a touch if you're going, unless you're going to do the testing. Yes. Let's just check in, all right. How are we doing, Joe? Does it all make sense so far? Good.
Yes, the curiosity is that one side is different than the other. On my right side, I go too much forward. On the left side, I'm really balanced.
Oh, okay. So why do you think that is?
Still thinking, still researching. I don't know.
Okay, so
maybe the right side. I'm right-handed, so I have excess of confidence, and the other not. I don't know.
So the often the secret is to slow it down, right? And to let your body tell you. Just listen to your body. So I'm really going to pay attention to where my body wants to go, and it's just telling me stop here and stop here. I'm not going to let my mind get in the way. This feels good. This feels good. Good. Not so good. It's only a subtle difference, but I notice it when I go really slowly. So now I'm going to go really slowly, but I introduce some arm movement. Is this good? Yeah, I feel good. Yeah, that feels good. I've gone too far. I know I've got too excited. And I just feel slightly off. I can notice the difference in how comfortable my body feels. So give it a go again and see what you find. That's good. I mean, you know, we're not looking to fail people. We're like the mirror. You know, do you look good? Ready to pass it or not? You know, what happened? Right, so I mean, we're just there to show, to reflect. Yeah, this is solid. No, I can get tricksy. But that's not the point of the exercise. I just want to, this point in time, I just want to, yeah, I can feel you. A little bit higher. Oh, point right through this end. Be that black. It'll be black, white. There's no shades of black. Go sideways on, Joe, so I can see. Go sideways to the camera. Yeah, sideways to the camera. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the first thing is your arms are bent. So what you do is you do this, and then you let your hands do that. So I'm really stopping, so it goes like that. And Laura, can you just lift my thumb? There is no movement of this part of my arm. It's all one unit. It goes down, it goes up. It never does that. As soon as I do that, test, I'm gone. So you just swing your arm like you're a soldier for a little bit, so you get used to that feeling. And then when it wants to stop, let it stop. Try that. How are we doing? Both doing marvelous on this.
Some better now.
Okay, that looks better, Joe. Yeah, that is looking better. Now with two hands. So they both swing up. Right, your hands are just a little, maybe, so you bent your arms again a bit there. Your arms look a little bit, that's, yeah, a bit better. Yeah, still there's some movement from the hands. So I tell you what, grab your own thumb and lift. So that you know there's no movement in your arm. It's just, you're creating energy to go up. Yeah, okay. If you can keep your fingers pointing forward, so reach over to grab your thumb so your fingers are pointing forward. Yeah, good. How does that feel when you let go of your thumb but keep your arm out? How does it feel? Good. Now, what does it feel like when you go there? Okay, now bend it again. Do you feel as good?
Yeah, it was good. I still feel with my arms more stretched. It's a little further my shoulder, so I really need to reposition my shoulder.
Okay.
Readjust maybe.
You can put your hand, as a test, you can put your hand on your shoulders to stop it lifting. Don't let it lift. So as soon as I can feel it pushing my hand up, I've gone too far. I shouldn't feel it, really, or very little. Very little movement. When you can feel movement through your hand on your shoulder, you've gone too far. But your problem is more on the front part of your arm, the forearm, which is still a little bent. It's kind of like that. And I want it like that. That's good. Like that. Good. Okay, so now we're going to do silo under. This is the sideways exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, you get to practice it, and then we're going to test. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Joseph, just so you're sideways view. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you can't see my far shoulder, that's really good. If you can see my far shoulder, I've done it wrong. Or you can see the back of this shoulder, I've done it wrong. There should be no turning here. Upper body stays very straight to where you're facing. Head does not move. I do not go to look where I'm going. I'm looking dead in front. And if I wiggle my fingers, I should be able to see those fingers even wiggling in my peripheral vision. Okay? If I can't see them, I've gone too far behind me. If I can feel my shoulder, it's wrong. So I want to be in a place where if I look dead at the screen, but I wiggle my fingers, I'm aware of the movement, even though I can't have a really clear view of what my hand looks like. And my shoulder should be good. Okay. So, Dora, off we go. Be ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, stop. So we would test on the shoulders. And it's not an almighty heave. I just gently extend. If she's got it, it's good. Subtle adjustment. Yeah, good. So I made her hang a bit further back than she wanted before. And immediately she's very easy to shift. Okay, so we're in a good place. Yeah, check. Good. So now we'll put a bit of twist on the shoulders. Because most people twist their shoulders by extending in line with her shoulders. and again, she will go. Okay, so now good posture. Very good. Turn your head a little bit towards your hands. Stand in line with your hands, and away you go. Okay, good posture. Good. Test here. Okay, but if she lets the hand come up a bit too high, she loses her posture. So it's really small differences that make a difference. What we're looking to do is explore those borderlines on where we're comfortable and where we're not. Okay, so play. That looks good, Joe. Do it sideways on. Same thing in terms of making sure my arms, there's no bend on them. I'm exaggerating, you're not doing anything like that. I should imagine there was a weight in my hand. My arm would be like this. My hand is slightly higher than my elbow. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And you can kind of test how you feel. How grounded do you feel? Can you feel the weight going down from your center to the ground? Can you feel that solid connection underneath your feet? If I can't feel it on this foot, I've gone too far. It should be very evenly distributed, and I should have both feet really grounded to the floor. As I'm here. That's because you had your mind moved.
I'm not sure I can have this one.
1, 2. Okay. So I think you just slightly off. It's only tiny. Okay, so if I place my shoulders on the line, okay, they're straight, yes, you just check. Get them on the line. Okay, so now I've got it slightly off here, really tiny, doesn't it? Okay, can you test me? Test me line on my shoulder. I'll turn this up together. Now, this now I'm going to test again. I'm pushing into you, right? So that's just cheating. We both know it. Okay, so you're not looking for that reaction. If I'm good, you should feel just take down the slack maybe, but not much on this movement, and I should feel really, really solid. Yeah. If I'm not good, not quite right anyway, start to go. It's only tiny, but it's enough. So line your shoulders up on that line. Do the exercise. Are you happy with wow, interesting. Okay, so okay, yeah, maybe it was. Right. That looks okay. I think your mind's coming up to my touch here. Think about what's going on with your feet. Just focus there. There's a shape to it. Yes, it's kind of interesting, right? The more you do it, good. So, test. Okay, but if you think about where I'm touching, you go. So, you can't let these tests disturb your mind. If you do, then you might as well not bother with the exercise, because actually your exercise wasn't bad. It's just the thought of the test and passing it played with your head and made it difficult. The only person you're competing against is yourself, not me. So be brilliant or not, as the case may be. Okay. This is nice and solid. I want to make this more difficult. Same key and go. All right, have a little play. And always different levels, always new levels to explore. One of these days I'm going to be good at that. Yeah, give it a front one, so we can jump a bit down on that. Okay, so don't change. What's our judgment here? So my first thought is that arm's too bent. So she's done something that her body didn't really need her to do. And that will come through. Relax that hand. A bit more. There it does. Okay. So that's, if you look at that shape compared to the one we had before, it's quite different. And you can go back a few screens and when you're watching the recording and see that. And now what I test. This is really solid. So we get excited. We tend to overdo these exercises. And as soon as you do that, you're actually fighting gravity again. You're going up. Gravity says stay down. Yep. Gravity won't lift your arm. You can lift your arm, but gravity doesn't. That's just bear in mind, you're working always with gravity. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, you can't see, but I'm really up close because she's facing you. You can't see. I think she's turned her shoulders. If you imagine she's facing you from there to there a bit. So I kind of know before I started that she's not going to pass that test. Right? So this is part of the learning, right? Before you've tested, you know the answer, generally. You can tell whether they're right or wrong. Try not to see what's going on in their head, but you can see what's going on in the body, and you can adjust. You can adjust. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax your arms a bit, please. 2, 4. Let it flow. Your windscreen wipers. It should flow.
I don't know if it's my impression. Yeah.
I
don't know.
Okay. So your windscreen wiper. That's a bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Stop. Okay. So this time I think she's overdone it. There's not enough weight on this left foot. See, she's made the adjustment. Good. Made the adjustment now. Happy with it because I was going to do it before you didn't. So now this is good if you go back to where you were. Yeah. Good. So this is what I mean about she knew when she bothered to pay attention, or I won't say you're trying to be careless, but when you listen, the answer is there. You don't need a teacher there, your body will tell you. Okay. Okay, so your job if you're testing is to have a look and decide before you've done it whether she's passed or not. And then you should find out through the test. When you're taking your testing, okay? When you're doing it, you're focusing on just forget the test. Just listening to your body. What's it telling you? Is this as free flowing as it should be? You'll get more excited. 2, 3, 4. But it should still feel the same. Okay, go. Don't matter who does it. Observe. You're going to observe and you're going to do tests. 1, stop. Okay, are we happy with that, Kate? And this is where you can be out, you can speak out loud. What can you see that is good and what's bad? If anything. I agree with you. Okay, aha! We've got an adjustment. Okay, it's a test. Yeah, good now. Move your arm back. It's pretty good, but it's not quite as good. Okay, and I assume, Joe, that you're beginning to pick up on this and notice now. I hope. I hope you're noticing.
I noticed a little. I don't know if that was my impression because of the recording, but because of the video. But the foot position from both of the girls, So Caitlin, I saw a little bit, maybe her heels
Right.
lift sometimes, and Laura, her foot were more wide open, the position, so it could be easy to ground. I don't know if there's something to do with it, the foot position.
So, yeah, when I take a posture, I don't have my feet out wide. I tend to have them pointing fairly straight at you. Actually, a little bit of a V shape, but not much. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the posture for me. Just to the legs. Yeah, just get the arms for the moment. Okay, and how does that feel? Can you settle and stay settled? Good. Yeah, good. What would happen if you had your feet more straight on? Okay, so now try. Yeah. So again, it's about listening to your body. If something feels weird, it probably is. Okay, not always. Sometimes it's just habit. So your bad habit feels good. And it feels really weird when someone says, no, you don't want to do it like that, you want to do it like this. The first time you do it, you know, this feels terrible, but you pass. So you just have to get used to the new state. Yeah, okay, just fiddle a little bit more. There we go. Your turn to do, and yours to observe. The one's fine. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, stop. Ah! Basically, yeah. I don't need to say anything. We both know. And so is Jay. Yeah, the basic shape is good, okay, but you're putting out too much weight on that left side as it was. Right. So you should feel I can stand like this for a really long time. At the time that you're really making this leg muscle work, and the other one's barely touching the ground, that's all. There we go. Listen and slow it down if you need to know how far you should be going. You both feet feel well and truly grounded. Okay, perhaps that's a touch too much. So funny enough. Stop. Okay, so let's hold it in. This is probably just too high. So when you finish, you should feel the weight of that. Yes. So you're not trying to push it up. You're just letting that sink and take your arm to where it wants to go. So now when you fight the weight, that's what happens. So it's kind of a natural place for your arm to go. You have a great big ball in your hand. Think about that. How we go. So a really simple exercise, and there's actually an awful lot to look at it. You know, how are your feet feeling? What's going on with your shoulders? Where's your head position? Where are your arms? Can you do this with flow? Can you do it and extend? So I can just make the shape. Make the shape, and you can test me. Only trouble is I'm not extending any key. So I'm kind of dead. If I put something into this exercise and I lie, then I feel pretty good. Okay. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? You want to make any adjustments? You sure? Sure about that? No, not anymore. That's great. What's the difference between that in your feeling, and now you're paying attention, and that?
I couldn't stay like that for a long time.
So to get to there, I've got to have said, do that, please. Even subconsciously, I've got to have told my body to do it because naturally it won't. If I just lift and turn, that's the shape it will be. Yep. So this is a good way of finding out the place to go. Just lift your arm and turn it. And see what that feels like. Okay? That's how this exercise should be. Now we're not doing it obviously like this, lift, turn, it would look a bit weird, wouldn't it? So we're already turning as we're going up. So the turn is you're opening up. It's already starting. But it's the same feeling when you end up. Of what does that feel like now? I can feel like I was carrying a heavy weight. There actually there's no weight at all. It feels really easy. But the key's going straight up in the air. One, 2, 3, stop. Oh, we might be onto something. Now that feels really soft, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Feel it. Maybe do really slowly. Okay, so you just kind of make it fit there. Just let this fall back to yourself. So there's no effort. Just use some gravity to shift your arms. Like one towards the calm again. You will then. That is super. How do you feel once it was? Okay. Good. All right. So let's just play with raising our hands above our head. So 1, 2, hold. So come back to it. Yes, base. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so just lift up forward a bit. Okay, and straighten the shoulder. How's that feel now? So when I start reaching for the skies, I become very aware of my shoulders. Yeah. So if you reach high, really go for it. Very uncomfortable, is it not? I'll just test from here. Very easy to shift you. So now, naturally, again, the weight of your hand will bring your fingers forward. They'll only go up in the air if I say, make them do that. They can do it, but it's not. If I'm working with gravity, they won't. This feels reasonably comfortable. You want to just check? Not 100%, but okay, again, here. Right. 1, 2, stop. Yeah, nice. Others? Okay. 1, 2, stop. So look, our hands are in front, which is a good sign. The test is not a 10-ton bus coming to push. I just touch and I extend forwards. It's a light touch. If she stretches too high, the light touch is all we need. It's not a competition. I'm just trying to help Laura find where she's most comfortable. Yeah. Okay. One, two, three. Okay. So what we're looking for is good alignment from top to bottom. Now, the hips shouldn't have shifted, the shoulders shouldn't have shifted in terms of the hips. Okay, so you should be extending forward. So it's one thing to make the shape which is kind of really alive. And what I mean by that is I can be thinking about what I had for dinner and not engage in this exercise. And if you test me, what did I have for dinner? Oh, yeah, I had that chicken toast. And you know, I'm just not engaged with it. So, yeah, as soon as something happens, I'm disturbed, right? But if I'm thinking, I'm really aware of my body, and I'm sending the key forwards, and you test me now, you won't think the same result. It should feel very different. Yeah. So, you have to engage. Of course, I'm going to lift my blooming arms up and send the key. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, this way I don't think you get the claw. That's good. Okay, for the second argument, you can straighten the wrist up. So they are a little bit lower. Because we're introducing tension into our body. If there's tension in our body, our whole system will recognize that. Is it playing together? One, two, three. That's good. Okay, that's good. One. More relaxed. So just feel the weight of your fingers pulling your hands forward. So here they're naturally dangling down, but as I lift up, more and more my fingers droop towards the ground. Yeah, you get that crease in your wrist. If I don't do anything with my hand, I'm not trying to do anything, that's the shape they will know. Okay, so you might legitimately ask, what has this got to do with Aikido? It's about developing a sense of awareness of what is comfortable for your body and what's not. So, if I think I want to do Icky over here, I'm really aware of a lot of tension in my shoulder here. I'm also very aware of her fist, which is really not good. And now I try to shift her. I can't shift her, but can she shift me? Yes, she can completely overwhelm me. So absolutely useless. So why am I putting myself in a place where I can't use my power? Now, if you try and shift me. And now this is hard, you can't hit me, but I can hit you. So that's good. And now if I shift forward, I can move you. So finding a place where I can operate, where I'm comfortable, I accept the limitations of my body, I can do that. Which I can't do when I try to do something that's very unnatural. Yeah. Equally, I have to respect the body that's in front of me. So I want you to go higher because I'm taller than you. That doesn't work either. I have to find the sweet spot for us. Okay, so this is good. She's a little bit uncomfortable, not so uncomfortable that she has to fight it. She doesn't know she's been shot yet. That's see, my head's much more further forward than hers. Look where her fingers are pointing. That's a good sign that we can blend. Yep. Okay, so find the blend for yourself. with your partner. And do it sideways, so we have a good view of you. Don't let your arms bend, Joe. Remember, forearms, no bend. So again, just to know where your arms should be, I'm going to put my hands by my side and just lift. Okay, I know that's not how we do Aikido, but now I'm just going to turn my hand. That's the position I want to be. So to get used to the feeling of where my hands are, my shoulder saying don't lift any higher than this, and now I just turn. That's the shape you're looking for. Yes, now that's the shape you're looking for. If you can't see that shape and take the time to have a look, it's not quite right. Okay, did you see how foot reaches ground? Good. Now if you move from your center, good. That's the portion of naked. Okay, so I found the spot where she doesn't want to lift me anymore because I can feel her fighting me against trying to lift her anymore. Here, she hasn't fought me to this point. Do I try and do stuff with my hand? No, I don't. I just shift my center. Watch her feet. Now she's tipping on the edge of the universe. You can move her very easily. While she has some connection with the ground, this is hard to move her, but I found the place where we can connect. I shift my center. She's gone. Now the rest is easy. Finding that balancing point. There's always a balancing point. Is she fighting you? Do you feel her fighting you? I don't know. I haven't told the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so just lift until you don't feel no. Is that too much? Maybe a tad lower. You feel less fight there. You feel more fight there. She doesn't want to go any higher because she hasn't got any more adjustment to make.
Yeah.
You want to go, yes, and she doesn't. Now shift your center. So shift your center. Yes. So we do Aikido like this for a reason, right? So we lift and then we shift and then we walk. Sorry. Yeah, good. All right, so now just hands on that. So we're going to do connection game. Okay, so if I touch, but I'm not interested in connection, when I move forward, that's what happens. She stays there and I stay here. If I try to push her down and I try to go forward, she still won't go forward. So I have to, like it's a firm handshake. There is a middle ground here where I can feel connected to her and she feels connected to me, so that when I shift, she shifts. Okay. And guess what I shift? What do I shift? First, what moves? The center. Yes. So I move from my center, then we connect and we can go around this way, this way, this way. And always looking to stay in connection without forcing your partner to do anything. As soon as I do that, I disconnect. Okay. Okay. So this is probably a real Kinomichi type exercise.
I was going to tell you, you're ready to Kinomichi, Quentin.
Okay, so your hands like that, one like that. Yeah, we know that I'm kind of pulling you. I've got something to get hold of, haven't I, to pull you? So try to keep it more down a bit. Yeah, nice. Okay, so. You come sideways on. Then find the place. Okay. If you see my hand start to stray from my body, guess which bit is moving? It's my arm, it's not my center. Boom, it's there, and move from my center. You shouldn't really, I mean, it's okay if she pulls it out, but not if you do. That gives you the space to turn. Okay, so that's the connection you want. Nice handshake. It's that. Yeah. No, the crushing one, we don't want that. We want this meeting in the middle. Yep, where is real feeling. I still see how that feels. Okay. So I have to feel it really. Does that? What done is I've created a couple of air between you and I. Right. It's just not as connected as it could be. That's why I relax my whole hand as much skin as I can get on your skin. Can you feel the difference? In terms of my ability to impel you forward. I'm not just about get away with that. That was just better connection. Here, here as well. That's not as good. I'll make sure I'm here. You don't have to think about this, okay? So I literally let my hand fall until she stops it. Then I know I've got good connection. Because she's saying, no, I don't want to go any lower. Okay, fine, then we found that stop. If I kind of think about this, it just doesn't work, is it? Doesn't feel any connection. And just gently, I just drop it on top of her until she holds me up. So it's just another example of using gravity to find connection. Okay, so you can offer some adjustments to it. What can she do with your head?
Relax that a bit more.
Yeah, it looks like you're pushing into it.
And then you're not really thinking about, dare I say, us.
Okay, now you want to show her that flower bed over there. Yes! So there has to be somewhere you want to take her together. You two together.
Want to go again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Other side. Don't be one-handed. I can see a gap in here. There's a half-inch gap between your hand and her palm. But now you've got that, you never think about that. If you think about that, you're certainly not going forward with her. Where would you like to go? Yeah. So, I place my hand on her back. I'm thinking, oh, my hand feels a bit weird here. I can't get that connection that I want with her. I can't shift her. So I'm just going to place my hand on the back. And when I stop thinking about my hand, I think about us. I think, oh, you want to go over there? That's where we want to go. Oh, you want to come over here? No, stop. No, this way. Then now we can start moving together. But when I'm thinking about how I feel, Right? Not really sure. We're going nowhere. I just need a connection. I just need a connection. So you can feel that kind of impulsion already, can't you? Not enough for her to resist, but it's like I've taken the slack out of her body. So now when I shift my body from my center, she goes very easy. So it is not that that's moving. This just stays relaxed. This is what shifts. Yep. As long as I'm thinking of my center and her center, boom. So this is my center. It's only so big. It's twice as big now. Fantastic. You've got two centers to play with. Very powerful. Have a go. Yes. A little bit closer. You're not pushing up from behind, you come to her side. You're good buddies. Yeah. So I'd make it more friendly. So how friendly do I feel at the moment? I'm not really with you, am I? Feels like I might be about to push you forward. There's a kind of disconnection here between me and you. This is a controlling position. Very hard not to let that affect the way I'm going to move. Now I'm right by you. How does that feel? Is there a feeling that we could be together here? More so than if I'm right behind you. So now, not only am I standing next to you, so there's that chance of togetherness, but I'm going to work at that togetherness. I'm not interested in taking you here. I'm interested in us just having a look. In us. So that's my thinking. What can we do together? If I'm thinking, I want you to do this, it won't work. That's good. That's a much better position. And you quite like it. Think where you want to go. You want to show how to go. Yeah, you put your energy where you want to go. Yeah, definitely. So we can demonstrate in a sort of more martial way. I'm going to hold it across in between the knees. Okay, so if I'm thinking of the touch to the Joe, she doesn't shift. But if I think, no, my key's going to go to the ground, that's what happens. The whole thing translates through this. I connect to her, and so definitely a more solid hit, right? And notice how I've just taken my fingers off. So I'm letting gravity essentially do most of the work. Come on, concentrate. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm just going to hit it. Different. I see it very hard with my muscle, but it's not working, is it? She comes straight back up. But I'm interested in moving with her. Different. So these skills are directly translatable into the martial. When she grabs my wrist, I think I want to push her. I can't do it. When she grabs my wrist, I think, oh, she wants to come to me. Oh, now I can move it. So if she tries to pull me, I think, oh, she wants to go over there. That's fine. If she tries to push me, I think, oh, she wants to come here. That's fine. Either way, I can feel it, and I can work with it because we're working together. So we'll grab each other's wrists. You might push. Yeah, very nice. Or you might pull. Okay. Who knows? You might do one of each. Okay. bit more free flowing. Sorry. But also don't stress it. Then you're a little bit more room. Okay, so there was just a moment's pause while you kind of sussed out, oh, she's pulling me. Okay, you should have no mind. You don't really mind what's going to happen. You're just looking to feel what's happening. So, then you can shut your eyes. This is good exercise, as if you're skiing. Then you can't have a mind about what's going to happen. Very nice. A bit more, I think. Nice adjustment. But it wasn't a technique, it doesn't matter, because you went where she wanted to go. Yeah, okay. Okay, so very slow motion. Where do your arms want to go? Okay, so I always have to be mindful not only of where she wants to take me, but where I can move safely. So my arms will go there. It's a pretty stupid thing to allow them to do. I want to keep them in front of me. So this is fine. Now I've allowed that in. She couldn't be any closer, but she's giving up her body as opposed to me giving up mine. Yeah? Just a little bit of fight at the end of it to do the flow. Okay, can you see that separation? So what I'm talking about is this thing here. This gap here is when you want to throw her, she feels it and she tries to resist. She's not in a very good place, so you get away with it. But if I let her really come in, that gap's disappeared. Can you see? It's skin to skin. But a little bit of turning my hip there was all it took. You have to actually, oh yeah, and really want take everything she gives. Not, oh well, you can come so close, but then I'm holding a barrier out.
The exercise.
Just let that elbow hang back a bit. To stay low. Again, gravity will tell it to stay low. Your mind will tell it to be down. Oh, that's a real fight. So now, let her. That's better. Oh boy, do I want to throw there.
No, I'm gonna do.
Yes. Oh, this is terrible for both arms. This one's up in here, that one's way away from my body. Yeah, she's got me. So, now this one, what I did was I stepped forward on this one, so it's getting good. Okay, this one good too. I'm going to do an exercise that's going to help us get this right. Okay, so am I directing you? You have to just follow where I'm steering. Yeah, so if I'm just steering with both hands forward or back, it's a straight line. That's all she can feel. If I want to turn her, one has to go back and one has to go forward. One has to go back, one has to go forward. So watch my hands as I do this. Yep. So I make sure that I never get to places like that when my elbow behind my body and I'm in trouble. But here I've still got lots of control. I'm not trying to throw her here. But I'm just learning to you know, what does my body need to do to turn her, etc. Now we just do that in reverse, right? What's she doing? Where does she want me to go? She's steering the car. What adjustments do I need to make? Yeah, because I want it to feel like the dance. I want her to feel like we're dancing. There's no difference in our movement. What I'm doing is reflected in her body and vice versa. If I use my posture at any point, I've got it wrong. I'm not looking at my center posture. Right? Feel that to do this way, you've got to feel truly connected and really be paying attention to where she wants to take you, which you're very good at. Yeah, good. Yeah. You're not trying to slow, we're just looking to follow where she's leading us. Yeah, good. Nice. And then you leave something. So there's a thing in the movement right now. You're definitely trying to work together. Keep that and bring in the technique. You're working together. Where does she want you to go? You just follow with that same freedom. Yes, nice, really nice. Yes, excellent. Okay, yes, perfect. Just carry on. Just reconnect. Go again. Something will emerge. Nice. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Very good. Very nice, very nice. Laura, your turn again. You can kind of use these same skills. You come in to push in. You know, kind of reverse yogi over there. So I wanted to go this way, but she didn't want that. She wanted to do that. So I went there. And then I did it. If she's trying to push more into my center, I can just do that. It's the same principle. I just look to stay connected and to follow my partner. Okay. Where does she want to go? Okay. There's no determination from me of I must do this technique. There's just all sorts of possibilities. I can move with, you know, coming this way. I could go around and I could do this. Or I'll sit at the end of this, like a bit of stick on the wing, I could do that. Or I could bring it back across and I could do here. Notice that I don't need resistance. It's possible as long as I leave myself safe. So I can do that, but it's not safe, so stupid. That's good. If we do a movement like that, oh, now her body's gone. I only need a little bit to shift that because her posture's gone. And I know that I can do it because I'm together with her. I know when she's gone. Yeah, so no rules in terms of what you're going to do. One rule, just be free flowing. Don't get in the way of her. Move with her. Yeah. The other hand, we just control and get a bit more connection. Yes. So she pushed down, so go down and then go up. So if when she pushes down, I think I want to go out.
Yeah.
Boom. You get into a good chance to go down. Then she will go up. Now we get possible. Soften up. Don't think about where you're going to put your hand. Let your body tell you where your hand wants to go. Yes. Okay. So you just have to let you say that way, didn't you? Where do you got a hand?
Yes.
Okay. So there I've got a lot of practice. Yeah. Okay. So, that's what you're going to do already. But if I stop this, I'm getting into trouble. So, down up. So, if we get stuck in the mindset that throwing is the object of the exercise, inevitably we get involved in the play. If we get involved in just playing with our partner, where does she want to take me? Strange things can happen. I'm not thinking about the technique. I'm just going to let her take my body. Not by this time. But what I don't want to do is stuff like this. Or stuff like that. You know, like the upper body's acknowledging it, but the bottom is saying, no, I'm not moving. Oh, so I go all of me. She gets all of me, whether she pushes or she pulls off the cliff first. Right? If I just keep smiling, let's say, there's no way this technique works. And I can't get on top of that. I only can if I come and join her. If she pulls, pushes. Now we can come together. I'm not thinking about conventional shape. But it might be, why is she falling down? Because she's lost her balance and I'm keeping on moving. Yeah. But I'm staying together with her for as long as I can, as long as she can stay with me. It's cool. Okay, so from here, if I do this, if I'm wanting to do something with that arm, then it's a problem. Right, come together. Now, there's all sorts of possibilities. That is no technique I've ever been shown. I just need a little step back was all it took to take the balance. Now you get together. Now she wants to go up. Let her go up. Now she wants to go down. Yeah. So, first one looks good. I get it to stop. It doesn't work. I didn't increase the pressure. I wasn't doing any more force from here. But I carried on working. Because I don't want to be trying to do this from here. This will only work. So there. The only way that will happen is if I travel. Nobody said this was easy. Nobody said it was easy. Good. And up. And down. There we go. Very nice. Right. Let's take it again. Let's. 1, 2. As she bounces up, we come into a same floor. So this technique we've been practicing earlier on is hand to hand. It's going to come into action here. So I'm not going to try and twist her wrist off. See the face? I just get the connection. I get that nice togetherness between us. Guess where I moved from? Center. You're moving my little center. And then I can just drop my hand down. 1, 2. I like this palm to palm. Doesn't mean to say I can't connect here. I can connect. You still don't have to be brutal. It still work. It's jolly tempting to squeeze hard, and it's jolly tempting to twist. Here, less so. So I like this. Also means I can point at her. So I know my key's extended forward. If I wrap my fingers round, I can still extend key forward through my knuckles, but I've got to train my mind to do that. The inclination, it's easier. I think of this like the end of the gun. That's connected, isn't it? Yeah. So I can, without that, I can still do it, but you know, it's just hard to get that kind of initial there. You can just rush around. So remember, as you take that down, boom, you follow. Yeah. I want to be right on top of you.
Yeah.
Now, before I go to the mat, I've still got, got to straighten up a body, very hard for you to get up, I think.
Yeah.
What about now? So as soon as I shifted my posture, you didn't see that, but you could feel it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really right over you now. So I want to stick with you. And as I go down, I drop right down by it. So I still keep that feeling on the whole time. Connect with my center. Okay, so where's pointing down? I think it's up. So what I do is I need to have fingertips down. And I only turn my wrist over at the end. Now I can extend through her elbow. If I try and flip that over, it's going to work, right? This is where it's pointing. So we go down. Oh, now, if you try to get up, it's uncomfortable anyway. I can extend through the elbow. Just stay with it.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah. Want a couple? Yes. Ready? My hands only reach this far. I can't make my arms another 8 inches longer just because it's convenient to me. I'm working on it, but it hasn't happened yet. Right? So if you look at the shape of her elbow and her shoulders, everything's pointing forwards. This is. Why is she going to go down? She won't. She'll come up. So the difference is I can drop my mind to the floor. When I put my mind to the floor, boom. It's like the sword cut. It doesn't stop where her hand ends and where my hand ends. The key drops to the floor and through it. Now the elbow is pointing, it's easy for you to extend in that way. How you doing there, Joe?
I'm suffering.
Are you? Are you poor thing? What is that? Suffering through envy?
Yeah, I really miss that impulse of throwing with this. Yeah. Okay, soon.
Okay, so how do we make it better? We make it by being more comfortable. So yeah, I can't get from here. So I use this as a compass. Oh, I've got a good connection with it. This supports the whole thing. Boom, and it takes us back. Now I can connect with it. Yeah. And I haven't really attempted to. I've just got the hand connection. But now it's like I want to tell you something really important. It's really important. You're very important, Laura. Yeah. So that's how it has to be. You're having a great conversation with your brother. Your courgettes have to be grown this way. That's what you have to do with a courgette. Okay. It's okay, isn't it? Right? But you're relying on a little bit more extra physical movement. You're trying to do that. So what's happening is your arms are straying away from your body. So instead of being more comfortable with it, and less comfortable. So kind of pin your elbows to your side. That's always good. That's, it's this connection that I'm giving you now that I'm giving to her, right? Yes, I'm interested in you. Not I'm trying to impose myself on you. Yeah. But, oh, there you are. Should we go somewhere? So it's that kind of excitement to be with someone. Okay, it's fine. And everything, yeah, good. See the movement? There you go. It really doesn't matter. It's just that you sense that connection. You don't finish the technique. Who cares? We'll do that another week. Okay. I just need to feel the connection. I know I do because I can see it through her body. Not so much. This is me really focusing on what I want to do rather than my desire to connect. My desire to connect. Yes, what did you do last week? Much the same, I think. It's very easy to find the door if you have to, but try not to. Okay. Pick a technique, any technique, one you love. Okay, from which form? What's this? This one? You have another one? You have to bring it to me. So I can get two solutions. I can go to her, or I can drop her to me. Which one I got? Just go. Come on, try again. If they don't want to go down, where do you think they want to go? Don't go down. Where do they want to go? Not come on. Where do you go down? All right. Nice. No apologies. So, look at that. Yeah. No. Right, now you want to feel my arm across your hips. You go forward. Ah. Did you notice the difference? Yes. So those 3 or 4 inches are the difference between you want to fight me and you've got control. So now, yes. Yeah, that's good. You've made that adjustment. Yes, okay, so now, just let your arms fall. Yes. So, oh, no. So I'm just anything I try to soften up so that I can let my hands fall. Is there any element of yes, but the tug, you don't follow. You don't follow. You'll only follow when I'm kind of nice. So when I'm one position is not great, but I need to change them. So no, just think about dropping down and bring them. So you're holding into it again. Yeah, good. So now it's a push. I'll work that. So yeah, go on. Yes. I need to do that. Then won't go forward, so take it where it wants to go. Perfect. Back into action, Laura. Yeah. Very good, nice tight connections, you can do body posture. Oh, yeah. So, it's kind of natural that to think you need to go down, you've got to go forward first. And that's what should happen in the body. Now, down is always only in one direction. Down. Look, now my hands on top. Yeah. So as soon as I feel resistance, I think, oh, enough down. That's what we're looking to make the habit. Well, come over now. Yes, and relax. That's better. Bring your hips to her arm. That's even better. That was really quite a small gap, but it was a difference. Okay, so this is higher than that. That's a little bit of a problem. So what we have to do is we have to roll, rotate it. If the roll is like a small version of the push forward, it won't work. We have to just go round. We have to rotate. It's really quite subtle. Yeah. If she can feel it, she will resist it. So it's not too light. And then it'll be fine. That's right. Forward. Yeah. Sorry. And get rid of that gap to and take away from the wall. Yeah. And then nice and tired. Okay, so now in finishing stuff. Okay, so come here and basically she taps. Just looking to ride the storm. Just like to go down at the moment. I don't know why. I was going to go to her, but she wanted to come to me. What? I should start playing. Off it goes. Nice. Yeah, cool. Okay, now take your hands off this and attack anybody you want. Yeah, great. Yeah, nice. Just be kind of let it reverse the situation. No, no, one more for Kevin. He just loves to attack. Now she's going to attack me. First, you start with the wrist, and then we go more free form. Yeah, nice. Good. Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. So now slowly you can do any attack, but do it slowly to start.
Okay.
Good. Oops.
Okay.
That's fine. Just one little point. So, kind of naturally, we don't want to go this way because it feels like we haven't got that nice alignment we were talking about earlier, have we? But in order for her to get me here, look what happens to her posture. Well, I'm on the inside and she's on the outside, so I get to steer this. Because I'm on the outside. Yeah. So I don't get to do much steering on the outside. So just bear in mind, actually, you still got the advantage. We can sit like this. We can pretend to be Russian dancers. So just, sometimes you have to do something that's surprising. Because actually, what she's expecting to is to resist. But now she's gone through and I'm in trouble. She doesn't expect this to disappear. Okay. So let's finish with a little meditation. So you can find a spot on the mat. Just make yourself comfortable. Just begin to be aware of your body sinking into them. Both work very hard, so you should be grateful for the rest. Feel the weight of your feet. Sinking into them. Falling up. Let your calf muscles relax. Your thigh muscles. Focus on them. Just a bit more relaxation. Now your glutes. Maybe from top of the mat. Let the muscles relax. The floor's basically. Your lower back. Middle back. And shoulders. Hands. And forearms. And down. Looking for some. Muscles around the thighs. Around no, we can begin to use the rise into the chest. And the nose. Stretch. And slowly come up. Okay. So when we were in the situation which is you, me, and nobody else really, it's really intense because I don't miss anything, and you know, I can let it pass, but what's the point? You know, I only want the best for you, so I see a little thing, I can put it right, and I can just point it out. Awareness is the first thing, okay? Just being aware of what you're looking for. You won't put everything right. I know you got to a stage like that, but it wasn't one thing, it was another thing, and then another thing, and another thing, and another thing. Now, I understand you can be a little bit overwhelmed. But I'm trying to give you all the pieces. So you can take one of those and play with them in your own time. So you can do the sideways exercise in the mirror tonight. You can be thinking, you know, I really let that hand take the weight and the strain of this. And then you can be thinking about, oh, what does it feel like I'm doing? And then you can be thinking about how I turn my shoulders to you. And then you can be thinking about, am I really energizing into this, or am I just thinking too much about the technique? So they're all there to play with. And in the end, they'll all come together. And part of this is because Joe is here and I want all the information out there, so you can keep watching it and get something new from it. But it's done with a good heart anyway. So actually, it's really good for you. Thank you so much. Let's bounce to Joe. All right, and now we're back. Okay. Hold on. Only one second to do this one. Any questions, Joe?
Yes and no, but what I would like to share, it's really it's really good to see on the screen, because it's kind of have the size of the screen of my computer to see their whole body. When I'm in person, it's kind of, it's just like real life. So if I look at the foot or if I look at the hand, I just lost the track of the whole, or I look at the whole. So here it's a good exercise and a good study to see tiny little details. So thanks for being that possible, for making that possible, Quentin.
Pleasure. So it is a really important skill because, of course, when you're doing technique, it's very hard to notice what you're doing with your own body. But when you're teaching other people, you really have to observe. You have to do what you're doing now, to look and say, yeah, that's good, or no, that's not quite right, and to know when to step in and put it right. So it's a very good skill, even if it's frustrating, to be cultivating.
Yeah, and also as a student, when I'm on the mat, I'm looking at the others at the demonstration. Sometimes it's even not that easy to look everything, to see everything.
Yeah.
So here it's easy, and then it's, I don't know, it's kind of it's live when we are in person. Not that here it's not live, but here it's a very deep study to do. So yeah, I'm really appreciating that. It's a huge opportunity.
That's lovely to hear.
Yeah, and thanks for Laura and Caitlin for all of the demonstration.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate that because they're not allowed to get away with much at the moment.
Yeah, and as much as I was suffering, I was feeling a lot of joy just to see that. It's kind of, as my body memories it, so we feel the energy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get good at dancing the first time you're shown where to move your feet and hands.
Mm-hmm.
So while your body knows where the feet and hands and hips and all the rest of it's supposed to go, and then you can dance, but only then. You know, that's the best where people can express their who they are in the way they want to. Because they don't have to think about the principles anymore, they're just hardwired in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I remember about Kinomichi, that exercise with the hands. So there was this time, it was very funny because there were some dancers on a workshop with us. And when we did that exercise, the little finger, when it dropped a little, they were trying to control and push us to guide. And even not at sometimes when the little finger dropped, but even a tiny little more pressure of the little finger, they're trying to control you. So it was a tiny little detail. It wasn't a grab, but the little finger could lead the movement in a controlling way. It was so I don't know, it was so strong, the feeling when that happened. And then you push from the arms and nothing happens with the center.
It's quite a good way to train. So instead of letting people grab your wrist, you let them grab your finger.
Yeah.
By doing it here again. And if you're trying to do it, then your finger hurts. It's very painful. But if you move with them, it doesn't hurt at all. So it's the same sort of thing. It's just a good training exercise.
Yeah.
You soon listen to your body then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
All right, have a good week.
Okay.
I'll see you when I see you.
Yeah, okay, let's maybe we find another time to chat. That would be great.
You let me know when you're free. I'll
okay.